Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Big news of the day first. The Snyder Cut is coming. Who believes that a new cut of that movie will save that movie?
It will make all the money in the world.
Who thinks this? You guys are crazy. You Snyder people are weirdos. Did you not see Batman vs Superman?
It was incredible. What are you talking about? It was so good. Okay, enough of that. It was not good. Guys, but Marty, okay? Great Doom.
Wow, stop. Doesn't even make sense yet.
Great Doom. Doesn't matter what. Great. It's a great day for Doom. That's where we're going with that, okay?
It is a good day for Doom.
A great segue. Now, they have officially yeeted, okay, de novo out of the Doom servers. It is dropping in the next week. Let's drop it after the drop.
So you might remember our coverage over the last day was a video that we did 2 days ago yesterday.
What?
2 days ago, actually.
Yeah, it all melds in because we work on New York time. Or do we American
right.
time? Doesn't that sound cool? We work on American time, everybody.
Nice.
You know?
So anyway, we did a video. It turns out that Bethesda and id Software decided to add de novo anti-cheat technology to their game, that is Doom Eternal. And everyone's like, why would you do this? Like, first of all, no one is playing multiplayer in Doom Eternal. I'm sorry, but just no one is doing that. A few people played it when they played the campaign. They're like, this is really cool, and then they stopped playing it. No one is like hardcore, sweaty, no-lifing Doom Eternal's multiplayer, okay? So why did you add then a why did you add the anti-cheat to that? Why?
It'd be different if it was a gigantic esport, everyone was jumping on it, but okay, cool, we've got to make sure that this is regulated so everyone is feeling like it's, you know, fair and all that. That's not happening. It's not a thing, okay? It's really not a thing. But if we were to start from the start, it has been an interesting time for Marty and id and Doom in general, all the way from Mick Gordon and the whole thing that happened there with the whole soundtrack. Then after that happened, the de novo thing happened, which of course we've roughly touched on. De novo was the anti-cheat that's been put in to the game. And after that, review bombs, baby. It started getting all the way down to 7.4 on Metacritic. And also the Steam reviews just went down like the Titanic.
Just completely tanked.
It really did.
So, you know, obviously it was like, cool, this sucks. No one really expected any change though, because this happens all the time when, like, you know, like DRM stuff or anti-cheat stuff gets added to games and everyone's like, why have you done this? The companies are like, just deal with it, and then life goes on, okay? So that all changed today when Marty Stratton, who's the executive producer of Doom Eternal, took to the subreddit to be like, hey guys, we're making some changes, and let's talk about how all this went down, right? Let's start with the first part of his quote first, because I think it's important to, like, let him speak.
The first part of the quote first. Nice, let's go.
I want to provide our PC community the latest information on a number of topics related to Update 1, which was released this past Thursday. Our team has been looking into the reports of instability and performance degradation for some users, and we've also seen the concerns around the inclusion of de novo anti-cheat. As is often the case, things are not as clear-cut as they may seem, so I'd like to include the latest information on the actions we're taking, as well as offer some context around the decisions we've made.
So he goes on now to say that there's ultimately 5 objectives of why they actually put de novo anti-cheat into Doom, okay? And that's what he says. Protect battle mode players from cheaters now, but also establish consistent anti-cheat systems and processes as we look ahead to more competitive initiatives on our battle mode roadmap. So what he's ultimately saying there is of course the battle mode right now, but there's going to be also things in the future as he continues. Establish cheat protection in the campaign now in preparation for future launches of Invasion, which is a blend of campaign and multiplayer. We haven't really seen a lot of gameplay of that yet, but it's ultimately going to be like Dark Souls or something.
It's the Dark Souls of Doom, guys.
It's the Dark Souls of Doom. Yeah. You're playing and someone invades your map or something and then they start... Are they going to attack you or help you?
Attack you.
Attack you. That's why it's called Invasion.
Because invasions help you, man.
I mean, you never know, alright? There's a joke there.
That's why the Crusades were known as a big helpathon.
Yeah. Kernel level integrations are typically the most effective in preventing cheating. De novo's integration met our standards for security and privacy. Players were disappointed on Doom 2016 with our delay in adding anti-cheat technology to protect that game's multiplayer. I mean, there's people waiting outside with pickets saying, why isn't there anti-cheat in Doom 2016. I remember those photos.
That's right. It was a big scandal. It was a very
Huge
big
scandal.
scandal. That's right.
Okay, Doomgate.
So look, it was good of Marty, and can I just say at the start as well, really appreciate Marty's communication in this, because with Mick Gordon's situation and with this, he really lays it out very clearly, very transparent. Most studios don't speak to its customers like this, and he is absolutely doing that consistently. So shout out to Marty for that. That's great. Next, he goes on to talk about what they're actually going to do about it. This is what he said. Despite our best intentions, feedback from players has made it clear that we must reevaluate our approach to anti-cheat integration. With that, we'll be removing the anti-cheat technology from our game in the next PC update. As we examine any future anti-cheat in Doom Eternal, at a minimum, we must consider giving campaign-only players the ability to play without anti-cheat software installed, as well as ensure the overall timing of any anti-cheat integration better aligns with player expectations around clear initiatives like ranked or competitive play, where demand for anti-cheat is far greater. Can I ask, who wants ranked Doom battle mode? Who wants this? Why?
Let's quickly go to Twitch and see how many people are playing. Oh, you can't even see it, actually. I was going to say, let's see what the multiplayer population on Twitch is at the moment, but we're only going to see people playing single player. It's just not a thing. I don't care if I'm never going to see the data in all my life. I know in my heart that is not a thing, okay?
It's not a
thing,
man.
Just not a thing, you know?
I don't know why they're... and when I heard that they had a roadmap for Doom's multiplayer, the battle mode, I'm like, why? Just make the next Doom. I don't know that we need to spend more time on the battle mode is fine. Don't get me wrong. I had some fun with it, but I definitely don't want to play any more of it.
I don't think it had a Fortnite recipe. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be gigantic.
And Sam, Fortnite bad.
Fortnite bad. Sorry.
Come on, please.
One thing I think a lot of people are disappointed about is there's no clear understanding of what is going to happen with the kernel level anti-cheat in the future. It sounds like it is going to be taken out of single player. When it comes to multiplayer and ranked, it doesn't sound like they have a plan for that. It's we're just maybe going to keep that in the future.
He just says at the top, he's like, kernel level integrations are typically the most effective in preventing cheating. So I don't think you're going to see them step back from that. That is a point of contention for a lot of people who are worried that that sort of invasive anti-cheat software sitting at the most sort of vulnerable level of your computer can open it up to security, risks, vulnerabilities, whatever, etc., etc. It's a big talking point right now. We don't fully understand all the detail. All we know is that a lot of nerds are very upset about it.
Yep.
So we're going to trust their judgment. They know more about PCs and security than we do. They think it's a risk. It probably is on some level, but we don't know any more than that.
I think the interesting thing too is they've actually really made the point that it was id's decision. Okay, it was not actually Bethesda. So id good. Okay, Bethesda bad always, but today they really want to make the point that it was id pushing for this and they wanted to make this change.
Yeah.
And there wasn't actually any pushback or any pressure from Bethesda.
Marty says it's important to note that our decision to include anti-cheat was guided by nothing other than the factors and goals I've outlined above, all driven by our team at id Software. I've seen speculation online that Bethesda, our parent company and publisher, is forcing these and other decisions on us, and it's simply untrue. Sam, who would make those allegations?
Absolutely not.
Who would say that?
Let's find those people.
We need to find those. Whoever
Okay.
they are, they need to be exposed, okay, for the frauds they are.
I reckon they're probably
okay?
some scummy YouTubers, sitting on some dirty couch. And they
Red
just
couch, dirty.
And they just find clickbait, man.
That's right.
That's
They
what
wear
do.
shorts all the time, even in winter.
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
Look, I believe Marty when he says this, but at the same time, I guarantee you, Bethesda are genuinely interested to see how well this technology rolls out, because it absolutely does protect their microtransaction interests for the future. That is a talking point that Denuvo themselves have put forward when they talk about this technology. So that is definitely a thing. But again, I definitely believe Marty with what he says here. If it was id's decision, it was id's decision. Marty goes on to make sure that no one feels like it's Denuvo's fault that there was some sort of performance degradation in Doom Eternal. Quote, finally, we believe the performance issues some players have experienced on PC are based on a code change we made around VRAM allocation. We have reverted this change in our next update and expect the game to perform as it did on launch. He actually also specifically says, this is not about the quality of Denuvo, this is about us just wanting to make some changes on our end, and any performance issues that you encountered had nothing to do with Denuvo. So he's not throwing Denuvo under the bus as much as, many of us would have liked. He would have.
It would have been an easy. It would have been an easy thing, especially when they are looking to, protect the Doom brand. It's not us guys. Denuvo, man. It's all about Denuvo.
It's all about them, man. Give up, dudes.
And I think also the last thing that I think that this Doom is id's baby. I think that when they've had such a huge backlash from the community, they had to make a change to this. They had to come out and actually be quite transparent with the audience here. It'd be different if you're like EA, for instance, which is evil anyway, but you've got like 10 or so different big franchises under your belt or whatever. If a community is angry at one game, no big deal. With id, if the community is angry at Doom, man, that's all you've got. You need to make sure that you're in the good books with the consumer.
It's true. And you know, Doom is like the one game that Bethesda has released in the last 5 years that people don't hate. So,
What do you mean?
know,
Wolfenstein Youngblood was fantastic.
very popular game, Wolfenstein Youngblood.
And Rage 2, man. That's great. Oh, and it's got Blades, man. Blades is great.
That's right, very good.
They're on a roll.
Anyway, guys, good job, id, for taking action on this. It is rare, I think, that a publisher or studio or whatever actually listens to their fans and takes action quickly on something when it's such a slam dunk clear issue. Most publishers, developers will just sort of like grit their teeth and say, entitled gamer's gonna whinge no matter what, and just that's it. Like, that's just standard, right? So to see them actually acting here and acting so quickly, I think is really good. Good job, id. We still love you. Bethesda, we still hate you. And we'll see you next time.
See you guys. Laymen out.